So let's talk about setting up meetings for a new year. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to go to my current year, which is 2013. One of the things that I want to do just for later references, I want to know what WordPress page this is. And you can see it. It's if you go to the up in the URL, this right in the URL, it says page 166. And so I'm going to write that down and note it that that's just what my current page number is. I'm going to use that later. Okay. So I've done that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the WordPress dashboard here, and I'm going to go to my pages. And now what I'm going to say is I'm going to add new. Okay, and I'm going to call this meetings 2014, and I'm going to say the let me move this over a little bit. The parent on this, I'm just going to say for noting, is going to be documents. It's going to fall under the documents, and the template's going to be a full page, a full width page template that we're going to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And the last thing I want to do is, well, actually, that's all I want to do here now. I'm going to go back over to this size, and I'm going to publish that. Okay. And actually, I should have shown you the publish is where this update button is. That when I was new, it said publish. Now it's going to be an update. So I'm going to do that. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another browser window where I've got the dashboard up also. And this one I'm going to see right here, it says a meeting template. Okay. So I'm going to edit that. And what I've gotten there, I've set up in this meeting template the base code for a meeting page. And so what you're going to do is you're going to copy this entire thing, the entire content, and I'm going to Control C, copy, and then I'm going to go back over to the 2014 page, and just right at the top, I'm going to paste it back in. So I've got all the code set up for this now. Okay. So if I go ahead and hit update on this, just to see it, I could say view page, and here I've got all this stuff set up, and you can see it's not quite right yet. So let me go back and edit this. So I've basically created the page, and then I've copied in most of the content. All right, so here's what I want to do. Number one, this is that submenu that was at the top, okay? And so you can see the different years. There's the page 166 for 2013 and whatever, okay? This span here that says class tab active, that tells you what this current page is. So I'm going to just say this is 2014. If I click that one link, that's not going to go anywhere, but it's just saying here's the one I'm currently on. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is go down, and I'll just start from the bottom to the top. I'm going to take the dates of my meetings for this next year. So I'm going to say it's the 7th and the 4th, or let me get here. 7th, February is the 4th, March is the 4th, and let me go ahead and put the years here too. 4, 4, 4, and April is the 1st, and May is the 6th. These are all the first Tuesdays of the month. June is the 3rd. July is the 1st. August is the 5th. September is the 2nd. If I keep going down, October is the 7th. And November is the 4th. And then we've got, let's see, we've got December up here, 2nd. Okay. So if I do that, then I know that on my next meetings, January, I said was the 7th. Since this is a new year, we know that the next meetings will be January and February. February was the 4th. I can put those in. The agendas, I don't have that yet, so I can just leave it as a hashtag and to be determined to update that later. Okay, so now I've got all of this, and I've got my submenus at the top for getting back to the policy positions. These are on here now as the meetings, how I can get to the miscellaneous. You don't have to do anything with those. The only thing we did was we just said this current year is 2014, okay? And that's it. Now, let me update that. Okay, and if I were to view that, view the page, I can see I've got this 2014 now. On this 2014 page, I've got my next 2 meetings set up to be determined. Apparently I did something wrong there. We'll go back and fix this. And then I've got all my months set up to take my documents for agenda and meeting. Let me go back and see what I did to this one date. Here is, I must have deleted that angle bracket. So there we go. We got rid of it. Okay, so that's the first thing. We set up the page for the next year. The one thing that we have to do now is we have to change some of the navigations on the sites. And I think so we don't run out of time, we'll make a third part 2 of setting up a new year video on that. So here's where we're at. We've created the new page for 2014. We'll stop there and continue on. So look at the next video for part 2.